everybody, it's your girl Chrissy Monroe. Shout out to B.A.R TV, Thugged Out Thursdays, and Drink Champs, baby. Ew.
Hova Beats, baby.
Hey guys, what's good? It's your girl Miss Melony here with B.A.R TV. I got Tishluv, my beautiful co-host here. And then I have Chrissy Monroe. Chrissy Monroe, everybody knows her from Love and Hip Hop Season 5. However, she's been doing a whole lot more since then. And in particularly, we're here for her domestic violence awareness event and organization. So Chrissy, go ahead and introduce that to them.
Okay, so if you're in New York, we're having an event Sunday, October 21st from 5 to 10 p.m. in Midtown Manhattan, hosted by Remy Ma, Papoose, Fat Joe, Rod Digger, These Nats, Tony Sunshine, and Al Reynolds. It's going to be a star-studded A-list celebrity private event. Tickets you can find on Eventbrite. We have a few left. They include open bar hosted by B.A.R Rosé, Plush Vodka, Vodka. I don't know which wine we have. That may be a surprise. So some great bougie wine we're going to have. Fabulous bougie.
Shout out to the bougie wine.
Thanks. Yeah, shout out to the bougie wine. We have catering by Jimmy's, Jimmy's Bronx Cafe, the original OG. And Chef Tyrone making soul food. So we got Puerto Rican food. We got soul food. Right. Did we get the vegan food? We got a vegan cater. We got something for everybody. And we got bomb-ass gift bags with nice products.
Ooh. I think I have to come.
Y'all get your tickets.
Yeah, definitely got to get our tickets.
Yes.
But can you tell everybody why you're involved in this?
Absolutely. So in a nutshell, when I left Love and Hip Hop in Season 5, New York, I went from bad to worse. You guys saw me. I was on there with Chink Santana. He was still married to his wife of 20 years. He promised me he was going to get a divorce, and he didn't. So I had to leave that ass alone. Okay. So I moved on, and then I met somebody else that was younger and very cute. Boy toy eye candy. He was 13 years younger, like fine.
Wow.
Anyway, just in a nutshell, it became very abusive mentally, physically, verbally, emotionally, financially, every which way. I think you could abuse somebody. I think I pretty much got that. And, it was just the worst time of my life. I almost lost everything that I had worked hard for. I have permanent hearing damage in my left ear. My left jaw is permanently dislocated. I got to get Botox on my jaw to take the pain away because it paralyzes the muscle.
Wow.
And then my front tooth, I had to get bonded because when he punched me in my mouth one time, he cracked my tooth. So, I started a foundation because, it cost me $500 out of my pocket to get my tooth fixed. And that was another reason I said, you know what? Not everybody has $500 to get their tooth fixed. Most people are in a shelter, food, clothing, and shelter is a main necessity, nothing cosmetic, right. Things like that. And I said, you know what? I have access to a lot of these resources. I could help a lot of people with my platform from Love and Hip Hop and do good with it instead of just posting my creams. I just posted a cream tonight, but they pay me well. Don't get it twisted.
Shout out to the bag.
Yes. Yes, that's right. Get that bag. Anyway,
so, bag alert.
That's right. So I said instead of just posting products, I could be promoting businesses that want to donate their services to people in need to help them get their lives back together after domestic violence. I don't do counseling, but I do provide services that things people really need, real shit to get your life back together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That really credit repair, get your teeth fixed, get a scar removed, get into an apartment with bad credit. So I've been doing a lot of stuff with different dentists, doctors, credit repairs. I just recently linked up with a housing property management company upstate, 2 hours north, because all the resources down here in New York City are tapped out. But you go upstate, there's an abundance.
Wow.
So I just teamed up. Bob's Discount Furniture just contacted us recently. They want to start giving us Walmart and Bob's cards to give out.
Shout out to Bob's Furniture Store.
Yes.
I love that. That's definitely a good look.
So we can, people can buy mattresses and stuff like that to furnish. It's just basically my foundation is about getting a new start after domestic violence. I don't claim to go and save anybody. I'm not going to come knocking on your door saying, girl, get in my car. Let's go. No, you got to be ready. You got to be out. You got to be done. You got to be in a safe place in your life and really want it, because that's what these resources are reserved for. I get people that write me every day. Well, girl, I don't know, because I love him and I don't know. I said, listen, honey, I'm not being mean, but call me when you're ready, because our time and resources are limited to those who really direly need them.
Because they're out already and they need a new start. Because I know from experience, a lot of females sometimes that man that they can't find the strength to leave, or they finally leave, that man may be their backbone. That they may be the provider, or they may not be able to survive, or they think they can't survive without him. But then they got Chrissy and her resources to help. I love it.
Well, the problem is a lot of times, and I said this today, I was on the news, on News Channel 12, that because they ask, why don't women leave? And it's called victim blaming. And girl, you a dumb bitch. Why don't you leave? You're stupid. You must like. I had a girl that was supposedly my friend sit at lunch with me and say, you must like getting beat. I felt sick in my stomach.
No.
What a hating ass bitch. But anyway, that's no friend. No. I didn't see you offering me to come to stay at your house. So anyway, make a long story short, it's called victim shaming. And a lot of times, you have been with this guy since you were a teenager, maybe 16, 17, you met in high school. You might have dropped out, gotten pregnant, have 2, 3, 4 kids by this guy, never finished school, have no job history, no job training, no resume, no money. Where are y'all going? And then you in a small town where there is no shelter.
Yep.
There you have no family and friends, because they tired of the bullshit for the years you going back and forth. They're tired of the drama. They done cut you off.
Right.
And that's what most abusers do. They isolate you from friends and family. That's the main thing they do.
Right.
Because they're insecure and they want to be controlling.
So they hold you hostage.
And we allow it because love is blind. And, a lot of the time, the woman actually loves the man.
Yeah.
And it takes her to fall out of love before she could actually realize it's time to go.
Well, it's about loving yourself too, but it's also sometimes you can't leave. I've had women write me and tell me I'm scared because he threatened if I leave, he's going to call immigration on me.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
he's on his way with a gun right
these
now.
motherfuckers are ruthless. They don't care. They do not care about the person. They want control. That's all it's about. And a lot of women don't leave because, it's not always all bad. You with him because you fell in love with him. Right, and you're thinking he's going to turn back into the person you fell in love with. You got that 1% chance that he may change and go back to that. And you don't want to go out to being single again and be alone again.
And then he's a great man to the next woman.
Or so we think.
Never that. It looks like that. They do
on
that
the outside, or you just don't know if you're even. It depends on your age too. Do you want to start over? Do you have it in you to start over after you're damaged? There's a lot of things, but I love that organization and I love the event. I did browse through the Instagram and checked out a few things, in particularly the story with the woman who had the acid thrown on her face in Dominican Republic.
Yes.
So I was kind of wondering, how were you able to build those relationships with those victims that are in out of reach places like B.A.R?
Okay, so my friend Deborah, who's like my total Puerto Rican OG, she's no, she is.
Shout out to my Boricua.
Yes, I love her. She's actually the first Latina novelist. Before a lot of urban novels became popular. She's written 9 books. She did 10 years in the feds, and during that time, she used it to create. And we just finished her first movie called Chain this year. Mr. Commodore's in it with me. Mr. Commodore is funny. He's so funny.
Yes.
So I'm so proud of her. So she found this woman on Instagram. She said, "Mommy, we got to help her." She said she doesn't speak English. She said, I've been FaceTiming her. I said, so it's really hard to make sure it ain't no fake page.
Right.
I said, I'm really sending nobody money and it's a con artist.
Uh-huh.
She said, no, mommy. She said, it's so sad because she's sitting there in the dark with candles. I said, well, how the hell she got a cell phone? She said, because her electricity's off. She said, no, somebody in the U.S. bought her a cell phone, whatever. And she goes to her neighbor's house to charge it, things like that. That they have generators. I said, well, first I said, call and see how much her electric bill is. We got to get her lights cut back on. She said, no, they have generators. She's outside of she's in the country in D.R. I've been over there. Ain't nothing over there but chickens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And little shacks. I've been over there. Yeah, exactly. So I know, this woman really needs help. And she was a secretary. Her ex came in and threw acid on her at her job.
Wow.
And permanently disfigured her, ran out, and they never found him. And now she has one eye, and people call her a monster, and no one will hire her. And it's sad. She is a true victim because she really is a victim. Her only crime was loving the wrong bastard who was a satanic devil who did this to her and permanently disfigured her. And now she's left her with 3 kids to raise, and she can't even be gainfully employed because of her face. Wow. So Deborah found her. So we are sending her 3 barrels. She said, Mommy, I don't even want money. She said, I can't even get to a store. She said, I'm worried for clothes for my children and shoes and toiletries, tampons, lotion, deodorant, stuff like that. So we're going to fill 3 barrels. It's about $150 per barrel to ship it. It's like a 4-foot barrel. Deborah's been looking into it. And we're going to just jam pack. We want to have like a little clothing drive after this event. And we're going to go and buy her all new, cases of toothpaste, everything she needs so we can stock her up.
Maybe you could do that clothing drive right here in the heart of Harlem.
Yes.
Domestic violence.
This would be perfect.
Blue Beauty Spa, B.A.R TV, domestic violence, Chrissy Monroe. Let's get it. We got the space here. Bring Nori. Shout out to Nori. Shout out to Drink Champ. Shout out to Thugged Out Thursdays. The whole family here. Let's bring them all out.
Yes.
This is time to support and empower the women, and I'm for it. So.
Yeah, so it's about, finding women like her, and that's why I declared this organization global. I didn't just say survive to thrive. I said global from day one because I already knew God placed that on my heart, that there's more than just women here that need me and men here that need me. There's people suffering all over the world. And I've devoted my life to this cause. And, God is already sending us sponsors and stuff like that. I want to get to the position where I can do full-time traveling, take my friend Dina here with me, and go and visit some of these countries and reach out to some of these people, set up counseling centers, set up shelters, do whatever we can do to reach and save as many lives as long as I'm on this earth.
So what I wanted to, another thing I wanted to touch on is, when did you start your organization?
In 2016, shortly after I got out of this horrible, it was like a tornado ran through my life. So once the smoke cleared, I started counseling. I started in 2016.
Okay, now I'm glad that you said that once the smoke cleared, once you got out and everything. Can you share with maybe someone that may be suffering and stuck in their abuse right now, how you were able to find the will and strength to get out of it?
It was through prayer because this dude wasn't leaving. He told me he had nowhere to go. So he wasn't leaving my house. My entire house of 13 years was packed up. Pictures were off the wall. All my clothes were in bags, boxes. I was trying to move because he would not leave, literally, and threatened me. If I call the police, he's gonna kill me. Like, this guy was not playing, like, at all. You've seen some of the graphic photos on my Instagram, I'm sure. Yes. So, that's just a few of many incidents. So, I prayed. I mean, ain't nothing you can really do until you got to either run for your life and leave or pray that they leave. You know what I'm saying? Or find somebody else. I don't know. Just it's tough. Every situation is different.
Right. It is. It's kind of like a fingerprint. There's
no answer for that.
Violence that are the same. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no one answer. Like, I was like, damn, I should start bringing my hot friends over. Maybe you'll like one of them. Let me stop.
Real reason.
Yeah. Leave. Cheat on me.
Cheat on me now. And would you take this man while you take him away from me? Take him all the way away.
Yeah. Yes. So.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
Just a quick question. Everybody that comes to you with the story, how do you decipher this person really needs help, as opposed to, okay, this one might be playing? Or
Because I asked, have you pressed charges? Or are you willing to press charges? Are you already out? How long have you been out? Are you ready to leave and not go back? These are all questions. And I asked very clearly. And if they go I call it seesawing. I'm like, she ain't ready, because she's like, well, I don't know. And then if they start making 100 excuses, I'm like, you ain't ready. Call me when you're ready.
Right. Another thing I wanted to ask, I know that you mentioned the people that you have made connections with as far as sponsors and organizations that are here partnered up with you to help. How did you go about establishing those relationships? And when you initially started the organization, was it easy for you to break into the domestic violence? Because I know it's very low key there. Domestic violence. There's a lot of they got to protect the women.
Of course. So most of the shelters are hidden. But for me, being a victim and going through different counseling programs and stuff, I established relationships, and just being who I am from being on TV did not hurt. I'm gonna keep it 100. I had that advantage in my favor, and with the team of women that I have, no woman is an island. They say no man is an island. No woman is an island. I can't do everything on my own. I have everybody assigned to different positions to help, and as a team, we focus on the goal, which is to help as many people as possible. Sometimes we don't get along, and that's going to happen. But at the end of the day, we make it work, because we know that the end result is more important than any discrepancies that we may have. You know what I'm saying? So that's the greater satisfaction and glorification than any little, bullshit. So, we have a nice team together. We have lawyers, doctors, designers, everybody adds something different to the foundation. And everybody reaches out to sponsors. If we see a company saying, hey, we're doing this or we're doing that, I say, yo, Dina, shoot them an email, or, Shakita, call this person, see if they can write us something. I have a grant writer, Shakita Stevenson. She's been getting us. We just got PSEG from Connecticut just donated. Nice. So it's about just staying consistent, writing those emails, asking you shall receive. Right. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I go out, people hand me their cards, and Chrissy, here's Miss, I'm gonna do this and that. I have a whole notebook full of business cards. I have my assistant Destiny come over. I'm like, call this person, see this person, send this person to Dina, see if they'll donate. See for every 3 yeses, there's 5 no's, or 10 no's, there's 8 yeses. You never know. Yeah, right. You never know unless you try. And a lot of these companies have to give things out, or they marketing promotion materials. So you never know. You just gotta ask.
Yeah, it's true. Another thing I noticed was a high incline on teen abuse, and I was wondering if you guys had ventured off into doing school speaking yet.
I spoke at a middle school in Queens the year before last, and man, I felt so bad. Those little girls were coming up hugging me. They didn't want me to leave, and I really wasn't talking too much. I didn't go there to really talk about domestic violence. I went there to talk about love and hip hop, but it kind of turned into my situation with my mother, which was abusive. And those little girls just started standing up and asking me, like, did you, because I haven't spoken to my mother in 13 years. They're like, have you talked to her yet, or does she call you? And I just knew that these girls were going through the same thing.
Hallelujah.
And they just wanted answers so bad, and they were hugging me and just didn't want me to leave and talking to me. And I just wanted to take all them home with me, because I knew a lot of them were going home to thought-ass mothers. You know what I'm saying? That don't give a shit. Like, and it's sad, because it's like, I wish I could just help everybody.
I know,
right?
I see the mother with the big shoe and all those kids too.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, that's part of the plan, though, is to get out to schools, because prevention is a big part, and education. A lot of these little girls don't know they're being abused. They think a boy pushing them or pulling them or calling them they bitch and all that is love and all that.
Because that starts from little, when they say, if the little boy is hitting you or teasing you or whatever, he likes you. Mm-hmm. We're going to break that stigma and that lie right now. Because if a boy likes you, he got to be sweet to you. He got to be loving you. He got to be, a sweetheart, not an abuser at kindergarten.
No, exactly. But that wasn't that. I grew up with that era. Like, he's just flirting with you. He's just mean to you because he likes you. My mother used to tell me that shit. And I'm like, Okay, well maybe, but maybe not.
Yeah.
Don't think so. Now I know it's not.
No.
But it's just about prevention and letting them know that it's not okay, because a lot of these girls, young girls, have watched their mother endure abuse and settling for less from men.
And then it's a cycle.
And having, different baby fathers, and they got stepbrothers and stepsisters because their mother, just is still out there looking for love too.
Right.
It's just a cycle. That somebody's got to break that chain.
I'm listening to your story and I'm like in awe. Like I can't even. I'm just listening.
Yeah,
like
I didn't know.
Oh,
I had no idea.
So I say that to say, were you shocked at the statistics, like how many people go through abuse when you started doing
No.
like this? No,
I wasn't
Like,
shocked.
I know a lot of people go through abuse because you hear it all the time, but you don't really ever sit and talk to somebody. It's almost like taboo. People don't talk
Yeah.
about their
They keep
abuse
it
or what.
private because
Right.
they're ashamed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Embarrassed. They don't want nobody to know. They don't want
Right.
their story out. Not everybody is confident enough in conquering.
Yeah. I
The
mean,
trauma.
even going to like the doctors now, my fiance's in the bathroom with me, in the doctor's office with me. They make him step out and they're like, "Are you okay? How are you at home?" And I'm like, "I'm fine." Like, why but it's because it's so
Happening a lot.
relevant.
Yeah.
Wow. This is, you speaking out on it is a blessing
Thank you.
because.
But I was like, if I don't speak out, who is going to?
Absolutely.
And
Because
let me
I
be
would
a voice
believe
for the
somebody
voiceless.
If they just said like, "Oh, I fell," I'd be like, "Oh, you're
Yeah,
clumsy,"
like, But I grew up I knew girls that got beat up, and it's just, and the laws are so antiquated, because it's domestic violence. These laws are from like 1910 when it was a matter between a husband and a wife behind closed doors. That's how it became domestic violence. They need to, come on, man. We in 2018.
Absolutely.
We need more modernized laws. They need to revisit those laws.
That's something I want to work on as well. I got a lot of work on.
Yeah.
Trust me, but I got a lot of things I
we're here
want
for
to
you
do.
at Bar TV. If you
Yes.
need any help,
Yes.
we definitely want to join forces here. We here for the women. We are here for
Yes,
Survive
yes.
to Thrive Global. And Chrissy Monroe, I tip my hat off to you. I love you.
Thank you. You're
I
cute.
Can't,
She's so cute.
I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of Love and Hip Hop or the show. So when Damien was like Chrissy Monroe, I'm like, okay, let me go and search. I had to look for you and see who you was, and I was like, oh, I kind of.
I was just recently on Dr. Phil, though. That was more recent.
I'm not a television person, so I really
Yeah.
didn't know. But when I went into it, getting to know you as Chrissy Monroe,
Yeah.
the individual, I'm glad I learned who
Thank
you are
you.
that way versus
Yeah,
through
TV
Love and
is
Hip Hop,
different.
because I see you as a humanitarian, a person with a big heart, a
Thank you.
survivor, someone that is here for a purpose and here to be a blessing unto others, and that's what we're supposed to do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shout out to you.
Thank
Let
you.
them know. Yeah, these
Yes.
nuts. Let them know where to find you, where to find your organization,
Okay.
and all the details for the 21st.
Thank you. Yeah. So you can find me personally on Instagram at Chrissy Monroe. You can find the organization Survive to Thrive Global on Instagram at Survive to Thrive Global. Our website is www.survivetotthriveglobal.org. Our Twitter, no more drinks. Our Twitter is at STT_global. And our Facebook is Survive to Thrive Global. Our tickets are available on Eventbrite. We have less than 20 tickets left on Eventbrite. So get your ticket now. And we'll see you Sunday, October 21st from 5 to 10 p.m. in Midtown Manhattan, baby. Ow.
Boo.
Yes.
You are watching Bar TV. Thank you.
Hova Beats, baby.